Okay.
What we're demonstrating here is a really fine stripping comb, and it's good to use for the legs, getting some of that coat out right there. And it takes a while to do it. Some dogs aren't bothered by it, some are, but you really want to get that soft coat out because this is what collects cockle burrs, and you really want to reduce all that dead hair out to reduce, especially if you live in cheatgrass country or Medusa head, and this is the time of the year all that seed comes off. You really want to get this coat reduced down, and the new coat, it does come in. And she had an awful lot of really long hair on her legs, and I'm not sure why. I never seen it on her before, maybe because I kept her more stripped more often. But you can see it comes out relatively easy. Jag is managing to deal with it fine. Now the head, a lot of people tend to want to go ahead and just shave it because it's the fast way out, but you will soften the coat a lot, and then it gets worse and worse, and then you get a light, soft hair that is really hard to maintain. She actually has better hair than what it looks like on her head. It's just
Undercoat.
Undercoat is
So
what
there's
was,
a lot
of undercoat, and we want to get a lot of that coat away from her ears and under her ears, because that's where all the stickers are going to gravitate to. So again, she's just kind of raking it like a comb almost. So that's one way to do it, and another is to pluck. Both ways are effective, and you'll do it at different times depending on how much coat you're taking off.
This takes the undercoat.
And that takes more of the undercoat off. And then you sometimes end up plucking the overcoat and stripping out the undercoat. And in summertime, you really don't need to have all that undercoat in there. And what you want is ideally a flat line coat. And see, her head is already looking a lot better. She has a lot of hair under her eyes, that cheek area. We go ahead and shave that because that's better hair, and it's kind of painful to be pulling that hair out under her eyes like that. So in her case, because she actually has been shown, she actually has 9 points, 3 majors, and I've never seen that kind of hair under her eyes. She was over in the valley, and I'm not sure why her coat grew in more than usual. Maybe we had a pretty cold winter. And so here's how she's stripping. And you can use the stripper, and then you can also go over with the pumice stone, like this. And the pumice stone you can get at feed stores. It's actually designed for getting bot flies off of horse legs, and you can get it at any kind of feed store. It's only like a few dollars for it. And oh great, I've got the old dog in the background here. And so she's just it just picks up a lot of the finer hair, and it's a little easier on them, and it's taken off a lot of hair there. You can see that coming off like that. And then we often will trim around the hair around the outside of the ears as well once we get a lot of that off, and we like to clean out around their ears, inside their ears, to keep the stickers, the seeds from sticking to the coat, and then of course unfortunately going down the ear canal. So see all that hair coming off the pumice stone there. And they don't seem to be bothered near as much by it. She actually has a pretty nice textured coat here. It's got some nice wiry feel to it, and it repels the water really nice. When you take your dog to a groomer that's like at Petco, those kinds of PetSmart, they're not familiar as much with how to groom a wire hair, and they end up shaving. And again, that's one of the worst things that could happen to the coat is shaving that coat. So, and it's hard to find somebody that knows how to groom a wire coat. So your best bet is to learn to do it yourself with some simple tools. What's that?
Doesn't take much.
Doesn't take much. And she's already looking a lot better. Like I said, I've already taken off a pretty pretty good pile of hair a few days ago. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And so we want to get that off the neck and all this fine hair here. And of course her hair is still kind of a mess on her face. But again, that is some pretty long hair here, and some dogs will have it and some won't. And you can use thinners, you can pluck it, or you can shave it. And in her case, because that hair doesn't seem to be as affected by shaving as it would be if you did her body coat, it's a different kind of a hair, and it seems like it handles the shaving a little better, and it's just the cheek area. That's the only place that I use electric blades on her. And that's just because I don't want to pull around her eye. But if you were to do it this way with a stripping comb, you'd end up having to pull on her lower eye an awful lot. And she has quite a bit of it, so I'm not sure.
And you'd cut from here?
With the blade. And we're going to show you